This is Alex, the Beer Master. Welcome to my channel. We got legendary Bumpy. He'll be back in a few minutes. We got Mr. Drunken One.
Hey.
We got Beer Man. So, what I'm going to do is do a. Let's see what I've always done. I'm going to do this. Here we go. All right, so we're going to do now. I'm confused. I think I had Bumpy next to me, so let's see here. Bam. Well, no, Bumpy's not there, so maybe I'll do. I'll wait a few minutes. I see the Bumpy next to me.
Oh, just grabbing a beer. Sorry.
Okay. You're good then.
So I guess I'll do the Center of Attention Mega from Modest Man, which is a double IPA, comes in at 8.5% ABV. Citra and Mosaic hops are in this one. And I got my Reuben from a restaurant called Beefside, going up into the Concord area. And looks like
Nice.
I can try to pick it up. This one's done with pastrami. Of course, it's got the sauerkraut, Thousand Island dressing. And had pickles inside there, but I ate them earlier. They wouldn't have been so.
Nice.
So there's that. I'll just pour my beer real quick and go on to the next one.
All right. Oh, and by the way, guys, it's Reuben sandwiches. I forgot to say that. I think on my intro. Sorry about that. Losing my mind. Beer.
There it is.
Nice. Kind of hazy, yeah.
A New England style.
New England double IPA.
Yeah. Nice.
And stay tuned for I'm going to be getting some beer tomorrow. I'll probably be getting Offshoot from it's a beer called Offshoot. It's a spin-off off of the brewery, which I never even had. It's a beer company called The Brewery. So, yeah, I think you guys seen it or heard it. I've never seen the brewery, but I've seen Offshoot, or at least seen it on the internet. I know it's in the stores that are around me. So, all right. Sorry about that. All right, let's see here. Beer Man.
Oh, is it me?
Yeah, it's confusing. I'm trying to keep things in order, but it gets confusing when it's like.
No problemo. All right. So I went ahead and made one because I looked it up on Google. I just got a recipe. It was a 5-star recipe. I was like, okay, let's make the best one. No, I'm just kidding. It came out kind of bad. It was kind of burned on the top of the bread, but I did get the mixed marble, mixed stuff, whatever you call it, but you can't see it because it's black.
Right.
Put a couple pickles in there for effect, but mine's using corned beef. Corned beef's very expensive, by the way, by the pound. So I probably won't do that again. But since it is Irish Day coming up soon, this is perfect. It's well worth it. Swiss cheese, like a sharp Swiss cheese and aged Swiss cheese on there with some corned beef. Got it sandwiched, the thicker slices. Got about 2 pounds of it, but on this is only about 3/4 of a pound. And then they had a mixture of like ketchup, mayonnaise. I mean, there's like all these other seasonings, salt, pepper. I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff, but sugars, you name it. And I mixed that up. It kind of looked like a fry sauce in the end. And I have sauerkraut on here. So I put buttered on one side and cooked it, and then threw the corned beef and the cheese, 3 layers of cheese and sauerkraut over that, with the other side being pasted with that sauce I made. Slapped that on, had it sit on the oven or on the stove while I was heating the oven up. Brought that in there in the oven and kind of cooked the other side of it, and it really melted it real nice. It's got a nice thick layer of meat. I mean, it's just mushy, mushy. As it cools, it gets harder, and it's easier to like eat and like not get all gooey. But I figured it would go good with a nice, good red ale. This is more of a Northwest red. It's more hoppier. I've done this before. It's the Diablo Rojo from Boneyard Beer out of somewhere near me. It's a 5.5%. Bend, Oregon. So cool logo. Let's go and pour it.
All right.
11-12. A little. All right. So looking at it, it's a red ale. It's amber. It's kind of a copper look, actually. A nice creamy head. A little bit of rocky bubbles on the top there. It's a nice off-white head. Real quick smell. Nice and malty. Has a little hoppy bite to it. I'm looking forward to this. I think it'll go real well with this and pickles as well. So cheers. Cheers, Alex. Thank you.
Cheers.
Nice.
All right. We got the Drunko one. Let's get
All
him.
right. Good. I'm starving. All right. Thank you for having me, Alex. Right.
Anytime, brother.
As opposed to ordering out, my wife made this for us. First time she's ever made them for the whole family. My sandwich looks like this.
Nice.
And I can tell you exactly what's on it because she was cool enough to write it down for me. It's got, I guess I'll start with the bread. It's Pepperidge Farms Jewish rye. The sauerkraut is Vlasic. The Thousand Island dressing is Wishbone. The private selection is the baby Swiss cheese. And the boar's head is the corned beef. It smells awesome. And I was trying to keep with the theme, although a red ale is probably more fitting than this.
Brandon.
Okay. Although the red ale might be a little more proper, I do have an Irish beer, which is Guinness Extra Stout or Extra Draft with the widget.
Let's see what we got here.
Did you hear it?
Oh yeah, that sounds beautiful.
We're ready, kind of coming out
That's
the top.
whoa, that's exploding.
For quick. Oops, sorry. Get it in the frame here. 14.2 ounce glass, or I mean, 14.9. 14.9 and cascading head. Oh. Anyway, all right. So
That
yeah,
looks delicious,
I'll
man.
start working on it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yes. All right. Now it's up to me, man. Time goes by when you're having fun, isn't it? All right. So today, I mean, I don't think I obviously we're doing Reubens and beer and whatever you want to bring. Today, I'm going to be drinking this Rebels bourbon caramel latte. So I'm looking forward to having it. It's pretty good. I'll put it up in a second. And then I got my sandwich from my favorite place where legendary Bumpy and me went, which is known as Maritz's. So that's what it looks like. Let me see if we get it out of the. There we go. Let me see here. Put that there.
Look at that presentation.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
All right. Okay. That is what it looks like. I think it's I'm not sure what it is though. I don't know if it's the beef stuff you told me about, the hash. I don't know what it is. I should have investigated that, but it looks like it has pickles, cheese, and a whole bunch of meat on it. It's gonna be delicious.
Yeah, that looks like corned beef.
So corned beef it is.
That's too thick to be pastrami.
So I am looking forward to having that. And now pour this up. And that's what this drink looks like. It looks like a coffee. Very good stuff. I started drinking this with Pabst Blue Ribbon last summer, or before last summer, either way. So that's what it looks like. Looks like a coffee,
Wow,
mocha, delicious drink.
Sure
I'm looking forward to Looking forward to having that. So I'm gonna dig into this probably, but at the same time, I will tell you all about it next time around. Let me get my napkin here because my hands are a little greasy.
So are mine.
Okay, so next time around is Bumpy. Bam.
Right. So with the beer, anyways, yeah, it's got some nice kind of mango, pineapple, tangerine, maybe a slight bit of a peach note in the aromas. It's pretty nice. It's got some good aromas going for it. Flavors in it. It's got the malt base being on the cracker-esque side. A bit of that wheat flavor comes through. Some of the nice tropical type notes coming through. A little bit of that mango, bit of a melon actually in the flavor as well. Some of that kind of tangerine peach type notes.
I wonder if Chad will be joining today.
And well, he said he has a
Philly cheesesteak.
yeah, soft body, kind of a lower side medium body to it with kind of medium carbonation. Pretty good beer. I'll take a bite, but I mean, I'll just show you. It is the pastrami. So mine's got the pastrami in it, darkened edges. Now this sandwich was a lot better than the other stuff that I had from the same restaurant earlier, because at least I heated this one up in the warmer a little bit, so it was more warm than when I got my food hot from the other restaurant. So I was a bit disappointed. This one has some good flavors. You taste the pastrami with the saltiness that comes from that. You get that Thousand Island dressing to mix in with it, and the sauerkraut, and then you get the nice sharp bread that cuts open in roofs of your mouth, and makes you feel like you're accomplishing something every time you eat. Fairly decent Reuben. I'll tell you right now, not the best. Probably not in the best top 3 Reubens that I've had. So it's good, but it's not a world-class Reuben. The beer is excellent. That one scores in the excellent range. Probably give it around a 98 so out of 100 for the beer. So whether or not they pair together, I don't know. I can taste the butter on the bread. Wow. The beer washes away a lot of the salt. Some of the flavor notes are compromised by the Reuben itself. Some of the nice mango and tangerine-esque peachy notes are kind of taken away and kind of left with more of the bittering finish than anything, but still it washes away some of the saltiness from the sandwich, so not too bad. Probably find a better beer to pair with a Reuben than a New England IPA. For sure.
Yep.
All right, well, cheers.
All right. So I think it's Mr. Beerman's turn because we're only 4 of us, my friend.
Going too quick.
All right. So I'll go over I guess I'll just do the sandwich. I missed a lot of stuff out on on my recipe that I found. It it did have, it was very buttery. I buttered all four sides, so it was very buttery. It had this real nice buttery thing. The Russian dressing is what they called for, and how they showed how to make it. It was using mayonnaise, ketchup, horseradish, Worcestershire sauce, granulated sugar, paprika, kosher salt, and black pepper. I didn't use kosher salt, but I just used, some kind of Mediterranean salt. But salt, in my opinion. Um, but yeah, the sweetness is really nice in their recipe. It's really nice. It's got this really nice sweet, the Worcestershire sauce in it too. There's a Worcestershire kind of umami feel to it. It's really it's very very pig-like meat. Very nice corn what the hell is the name of this meat? Corn something.
Corned beef.
Corned beef. There you go. It's very good though. This was sliced just thick enough. It was perfect. I could have had it more thinly sliced, but I really wanted that thick feel. The sauerkraut on there is nice. The real aged Swiss cheese is really good, and the marbly cheese. It's Dave's bread. I don't know if you guys get Dave's bread over there.
Dave's not here.
No, but it's like a marbly. The other side sucked, man. It didn't get cooked, but you can kind of see the slight marble. But it's really good. That sweetness really went through the ketchup, the mayonnaise, the paprika, the Worcestershire sauce, the sour sauce, the just everything, the buttery feel.
Yeah.
The meat, everything, the cheese. That Swiss cheese is bomb, man. Very good. Oh my goodness. Okay. Kind of leaves like a candied feel on the back end. It's really nice and lovely. I just love how if I would have cooked the other side, then it would have been better. But as far as the beer goes, this is Northwest Red, I believe. It's a little hoppier, but it did bring up a nice head retention is real nice on this. Lacing is real nice, 5.5%, drinkable, crushable. Let me chew this down. It's just stuck over there like a tobacco pouch, man.
Right.
I only have like 14 teeth left. So swirling it, getting it up there, it's nice. Let's go for the aroma. Nice caramel. You get a little bit of floral citrus, little grapefruit, a little like a little floral caramel, little toffee. It's nice. It's real light, simple. It's not too much. Off-white head, really, really foamy, frothy head. Good lacing on there. Good copper-colored beer. Clear beer, a little bit hazy, a little slight chill haze. Let's go for the drink. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. This is why I do Food Fridays. You just never know what you're going to get.
Hey, Forrest Gump said that.
Absolutely.
Let me get one more sip. Yeah, it's real nice, soft, subtle feel. It's not crazy. It does have a little zingy hopness in the top of the palate there. Kind of lifts up this like citrusy feel. Nice citrus, floral, herbal kind of thing going around the top of the palate there. On the tongue, you get kind of a tangy dryness in the back, but you get a real good caramel sweetness in the middle there, right in the middle of the tongue. Right away, it's real nice. It just goes. It's got this real nice thirst quenching feel to it. I really like that. It seems like it'll work really well with the salts, with the sweets, with everything that's going on with this like umami-ish thing or whatever. Let's dig into this real quick, and then we'll take a little. Let's look at both. I really liked what I was doing when I was drinking it before. It was really good. So I'll let you guys know how I felt when I drank and ate it. Corned beef's very tender, by the way. Very nice. Sometimes you got a lot of that fat in there that's real chewy.
Oh yeah.
Teeth, it gets really bad. Yep. salty, all that. It's washed away. It's almost like it's like this refreshing. It's like water on the table, you know. It's like this thing that you needed after walking through the desert. Like you got this nice salty feel, this meaty feel, this awesomeness from the sandwich, you know, the sweet, the salt, everything. And then you take this down, it's got that caramel kind of herb, like hoppy kind of breaks it down too. All the fats and the butter, all that. It really like breaks everything down. It's really nice. Red ale was definitely a choice. They said Killian's was a better choice or a good choice in the reviews on Google, but I went ahead and got a local one. Nice body though, nice medium mouthfeel, medium light. Just refreshing, very nice beer, good finish. I've gotten this again over and over again. It's very delicious. So very, very good together. Couldn't say more than that. So I got my number, got my thoughts. Cheers.
Awesome.
So I think it's Mr. Drunkenwood's turn.
Yeah, back over to me. All right. I finished half of it. I'll work on the other half in a little bit. Yeah, this is, man, it's hitting the spot. I haven't had a Reuben in a long time. I would suggest if you make one is maybe to like dry the the sauerkraut a little bit or somehow. I'm showing you the beer, but I'm trying to get my camera back to. Anyway, so maybe try to pat it dry a little bit because it makes the bottom of the bread soggy. It's still got an awesome flavor, although the texture is just a little bit odd. The whole thing just rocks. There's nothing about it that I don't like, except for the fact that it's just a little bit soggy. The baby Swiss is excellent, creamy. Goes well over the corned beef. I think all these are pretty good brand names anyway, so that's probably why it made a pretty good sandwich. And I guess we'll get a bite on it. Yeah, it's a little soggy at the bottom, but that's okay. You turn the wet spot. Wait, no, I don't want to say that. Anyway, cheers.
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 Okay, so you got the sauerkraut, which obviously is sour. You got the corned beef, which is just excellent. All the meat flavor, nothing like meat. It's the Thousand Island dressing works good with the sauerkraut, kind of a little tangy and sour, and it all goes good. Having it with the beer, and y'all know about this one. Good old Guinness, not very high in ABV, malty, a little thin-bodied. It works really good with the sandwich, though. I'm digging it. So far, so good. It kind of cleanses the palate, like Beer Man was saying. It takes away that zing from the salad dressing, and the sauerkraut works really well together. I wish I could have found the red, but it's Irish still. So far, so good. I'm digging it, and I'll give you my numbers when I get my camera back together, and y'all make it back around to me.
Awesome. Awesome beans. Thanks again, Mike.
Really good sandwich. Get some Reubens in that, guys.
I love it so far. All
Mm-hmm.
right.
Very
So,
flavorful.
as you can see,
Wow.
looks delicious. It's been on my first. Only on my first half. I would eat it fast, but I want to make sure I have a sandwich to review. That's why I didn't eat it too fast. So let's. That's what it looks like. Let's see what it tastes like, shall we? And the bread is nice and toasted. Obviously, it's a little soggy because I didn't heat it up. I did not heat it up because it was, I just got it from the fridge and ate it because I want to try it cold. Very tasty. I love it. So let's see what it tastes like, shall we? Cheers.
Cheers.
Looks good.
The rye bread. I think this is corned beef, whatever it's called. Either way. That's what it's called, right? Corned beef, I think.
Yes,
So,
sir.
very delicious. Has a great, and my sandwich has coleslaw instead of sauerkraut.
Oh,
Very delicious. It has the sweetness, it has the saltness, it has that little bit of butterness. Perfect.
That's really good, dude.
yeah,
I might get this again. Real good. Nice and meat. The meat is nice and fatty. The meat is nice and chewy and juicy. Lots of flavor. And it has a lot of taste of that bread with it.
mhm.
It is so good. And it has that, like, I don't know if I taste butter or not, but it's still a delicious sandwich. I will definitely get 2 of these next time.
Right? Get 2 of them, huh?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I think it's a whirlwind sandwich so far. So let's see what it tastes like with the coffee beer or coffee latte. Cheers.
Cheers. Here's Alex.
Should have muted. Cheers.
Goes pretty well with it. Nice and creamy. Thirsty because it just makes you thirsty, especially with all the salt in it. Let's see what it tastes like after the fact I drink it. Goes well again. I mean, I thought it'd be nasty, but it's like drinking a chocolate milk with a Reuben sandwich. Perfect. Except with bourbon and alcohol in it.
That's awesome.
So I'm gonna continue to eat this stuff. So far, it's very good. I will definitely give the drink an 88. Delicious stuff. I really like this. But I'll give my main rating next time around.
All right.
So let's see here. Sorry about that. Let's see here. What's look at Mr. Puppy's turn. Wait a minute. Hold on. There we go.
Hello. So I already gave my ratings on everything, so I won't do another rating. I'll just say the best Reuben sandwich I've ever had came from a little place that's no longer in existence. It was called the Sandwich Shop. That was in Concord. It was a nice family-run business, and I can't remember how long they were in business, but they went out of business not soon after we found them.
Oh, hell.
I had about 4 sandwiches from that place, and the next thing I know, they're closing their doors.
Wow.
So, yeah, they made the best Reuben I've ever had. Second place Reuben goes to there's some pub in Portland, Maine, and before having the Sandwich Shop's Reuben, that was my number 1 Reuben. But that one was also memorable because it was on a day with a major hangover.
Mm.
Streets of Portland, and that was my first food of the day, a nice greasy Reuben. And then, I have had another Reuben at another place in Concord. It's called the Barley Pub, and they make a good Reuben and a good Cuban as well. So, and they all the other ones use corned beef. This is the first one I've had that uses pastrami.
Oh.
It was a bit different, but it still worked. It was a salty pig meat, you know.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'll just I guess do a shout out. Sunday night is After Dark Beers again. So bring a dark beer to join up on panel. 8 p.m. Eastern start time. The following night would be Multi Monday on Monday, 8 p.m. start time for that too, and it is the Imperial Red / Amber Ale. So Imperial, if you have an Imperial Red Ale or an Imperial Amber Ale, they both work.
Nice.
All right.
Don't bring a red IPA. That's different.
Yeah.
Just an ale. So, all right. That's that. Cheers.
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 All right, it is beer man's time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I didn't write anything up. I'm just going off the top of my head here, but this sandwich had a real nice, sweet, sour, salty, umami feel all around it. Very nice. Just like the. I'm glad I went to the recipe, and I'm kind of glad I think I made it well enough. The other side was a little soft though. Maybe I did put the sauerkraut on the end there. It might have actually softened that up. Does do that. Even in those big dogs, we had the brats, like the beer brats with that stuff softens up the hot dog bun so quick. But boy, they're delicious. That kraut, man. Wow.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Very good though. And with the pickle, a nice little side thing. Kind of nice. I like this. Sandwich wise, recipe, what I figured out, not how I cooked it. It was definitely a 90, 95. But how I cooked it, probably an 85.
Uh-oh. Right.
But not bad though. Really tasty. It came out right. This beer was very good, very, very caramel forward, toffee, slight toffee, caramel. It had a nice kind of a pale or an IPA, kind of more of a pale ale kind of hoppiness to it. 5.5%. Definitely a Northwest style. Floral and citruses came out of it. Very nice dryness and finish. Just very good. And these guys just make really good beer, and they deserve good review all around. Anytime you have one of their beers, but no, I gave it a 94 out of 100 for sure. I liked it so much. But with that, very thirst quenching, very good, very lovely, and I actually recommend a Northwest Red if you can do it. I'm going to give this a 98 out of 100. I thought it was delicious. I thought everything just really went perfect. It took away it was thirst quenching, and it also invited this really new flavor to the meal I was eating, with the caramels and the toffees and the citrus. It was really nice to add into that. So with the sour, salty umami. So very nice. I liked it very much. As far as thank you, Alex. It's been fun. It's always fun coming here. I like to support you guys as much as I can. So, yeah. As far as beer and cheese, it's Irish beer and Irish cheese. I have a beer can that has a 3-leaf clover, or 4-leaf clover on it, or whatever. But I also have a Guinness, so I'm probably just going to bring the Guinness. But you know where I'm going with that. Kerrygold's a good one. All these other types of Irish, probably an aged cheddar from Kerrygold would be your best bet. But bring that and pair it with the beer on at 8 o'clock Eastern. We'll be there. And Wednesday will be Malt Happy Wednesday. Got something for that as well. So if you want to be there, hell yeah, it'd be great. And of course, videos all week long when I feel like it. So
when I feel like it.
Yeah.
Anything.
So, sorry, Paul. I messed up on my cuts of meat.
Right.
Beer, would I able to
Corned
bring a
beef one's
beer
living
on,
obvious, right? But
were I able to bring a beer on Hoppy Wednesday or no?
I'm sorry?
Were I able to bring a beer on Hoppy Wednesday or no?
Well, it's malt Happy Wednesday now, so you can bring any beer actually, and even an IPA would work. It's all got malt in it, so you just discuss the malts that are in that style and go from there. Do a tasting and see if it represents what that style is all about. So that's really just a sensory panel for all of us beer nerds.
There you go. Right.
Cheers, Alex. Thank you, man.
Cheers, my friend. So now it's Drunken One's turn.
Back over to me. All right. The camera still didn't get focused. Anyway, y'all know what I look like. It's probably better for y'all anyway. All right. The sandwich. Awesome. I kind of was explaining it a while ago, but just everything works so well together in there. It's the oddball flavor of the of the Jewish rye, which I don't usually eat. I haven't had sauerkraut in a while, which I've always loved that. The corned beef was fantastic. I'm sure it was expensive too because Boar's Head brand. The wife bought all that stuff. The sandwich for sure. 96. I could eat those twice a week. Every week. So 96 for the sandwich. The Guinness. It's been around for a long time, and it's not a bad beer, but there's just so many better stouts out there. I hate to say, but I'll give it an 88. For this, because again, there's a lot better stouts out there. There's nothing wrong with this. It's good stuff, but it's just there's a lot better out there. But between the two, the sandwich is going to help bring this beer up a lot. But I'll give the concoction together. I'll give it a 94 out of 100 for them together, because this did work well with the sandwich, and it's all the Ireland stuff, Ireland based or whatever, the theme. And so that's where I'm at. As for the channel, I've been making videos again. I'm still working on like a B-roll one that I've been editing on. I'm about halfway through, so a little more from there. I still got some beers to review. I've got some more gear coming in for my camera, so I'll show off some unboxings. I received a T-shirt, which I'm not sure if it's from Beerman's Teespring or Chatio's, but I'll probably do that. Well, tomorrow I'll probably do that little unboxing. Play unboxing, it's like I'm gonna do this little zip thing. Anyways, I'm gonna show off a shirt tomorrow, and that's it for me. Good combination between the sandwich and the beer. What did I say? 96, 96, 95, 96. Anyway, good stuff. Go get you some. Find some corned beef in your life.
Yeah,
corned beef and cabbage.
Good stuff.
Thanks for having me, Alex.
Anytime. Let's see if I think it's Bumpy's turn.
Or it's my turn. I think it's your turn, bud.
My turn. We're done.
Yep, your turn. And we
wait a minute. Nope.
Huh?
Wrong one. There we go. Okay, so the sandwich, delicious. The coffee beer, well, not really coffee beer. Coffee latte. There's a coffee latte given an 88. The sandwich, I'll give it a 91. Delicious. And the pairing will be a 95. That's it. Delicious.
All right.
I thought it was going to be nasty, but no, that was just that. It was like drinking chocolate milk, at least in my opinion. It made me so thirsty. It just felt really good drinking the stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on there.
You need shout outs.
Shout outs. I will be doing a hot. What's it called? It's going to be Pigs in a Blanket. Food Friday next week, and beer, whatever beer you want to bring, and possibly, and I don't know for a fact. Possibly I'll be doing Stout Sunday, but I don't know for a fact again. But what I saw on the message on when I talked to one of my friends, it looks like I might be doing Stout Sunday again.
Yeah,
and I'm looking forward to find out. But I have to talk to Johnny Boy and make sure that's the good news on that one. If not, I think you'll catch me on Stout Sunday either way. But if it's not on my channel. When it's not on my channel, it's on Johnny Boy's channel, known as John Anelli. But if you don't understand what I just said about his last name, just look up Georgia Beer Reviews, and he does Stout Sunday every Sunday at 10:30 in the morning. So get your stouts on, whatever stout you want to bring, stout, porter, because a porter is a stout, a stout's a porter, the whole 9 yards.
Right.
So stay tuned for that. And all that good stuff.
Awesome.
So and I'm happy. Again, I think Stout Sunday is amazing. I think that's a good series. And then don't forget, legendary Bumpy there. He's already did it, but he has his After Dark beers Sunday night around 8:00 Eastern Standard Time. So please jump on that too. That's pretty cool stuff too.
Nice.
And then let me think what any other shout outs I gotta do. I don't remember. I do know that Brandon and Trish are doing their thing now. I believe they do that around 8, 9 o'clock. They're hanging out every Friday or Saturdays. Or depends on whatever they're looking for. So go there, your yours, and then sometimes it's keep sipping, which is Trish's channel, which is Brandon's wife.
Yeah.
So enjoy that. And that's it for me. And
It's been a good show. We'll do it again.
I mean, it's an excellent show. I think it's an excellent show. And lasted 8:40,
40 minutes.
an hour almost.
Close.
So, let me put it
No.
on.
All right. That's what happens when we get smaller panels. It just moves a little quicker. That's all good.
Trying to put everything back to normal. Here we go. So, thank you, Bumpy. Thank you, Beer Man. And thank you,
Yeah,
Uncle.
thank you.
Thank you, sir. It's always a pleasure.
It isn't always a pleasure, and I'm happy I did this.
Coach said thank you too. I can
Yeah. Right.
Even though Johnny Boy doesn't claim, he claims that he's not the one that started this Food Friday, but in a way he did. He gave me an idea, and I just ran with it. You don't remember?
All
I
right.
know. Yeah.
So he's to blame. All right.
Yeah. But then I think I took my own spin on it, and it just took off, and I'm happy it did. So yeah, it's been a year now. This summer it's going to be a year.
A year? Wow.
I actually know it is a year because
It's kind of
when I look at my YouTube videos, there is a year back YouTube videos. I mean, live streams or videos. It's a year. So this year would be 2 years, right? This year might be 2 years.
1 year. It's 1 year.
It's 1 year. Yeah, I don't think it's been that long.
You've been doing Food Friday longer than my beer and cheese, and that's been like almost a year, I think, or a year, something like that. So
Wow.
yeah, you've been almost like a year and a half on this, I think. Or I don't know,
Right.
That's
but
crazy.
a while. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, we'll have to look it up.
Yeah, it's crazy. We'll have to look it up. We'll have to get into all that when we're live because
Right.
we can't. Seems it's kind of hard to find it, but we'll find it. But yeah, thank you, Bumpy. Thank you, Beer Man. Thank you, Drunk One. And this is Alex Beer Master. And I'll see you all in the next live stream, next video. I'll see you next Friday. Alex Beer Master signing out.
We're out here.
Oh, and before I sign out, thank you, chat, for joining. Oh, here we got we got Mr. Meadow Fruit.
All right.
Yeah,
Tom
is that
Carroll.
right? Yeah. Who? Tom who?
John Womack. Daryl Maestia. Right? Thresh Metal, Josh A, Dr. Smith, Chatty O. Yeah, the whole big bunch of you. Ronald Sutton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, man. Julie.
Cheers, chat.
Mary.
This is Master signing out. Cheers. Thank you.
No.
All right. Get out of here.
And I'm spent.
That sandwich
Hey, when this
made
happens.
me spend.
Holy
crap. I'm slower now.
All right.
Well,
There we
slow.
go.
I was like really